Hey guys, the Will Coca podcast is teamed up with Find the Good. Find the Good is a brand that helps reinforce good habits in both mental health and physical well-being. Use the code WillCoca to receive 10% off your next purchase. And remember, 10% of the profits go to Mental Health America. Welcome, everybody, to another 5-Minute Friday. We made it to Friday, folks. You know, there's a subtle shift in the air that I can't quite name, but I feel it in my bones. This season feels different, not just because of the weather or the change in the calendar pages, but something deeper. Maybe it's me, maybe it's the world, maybe it's both. The great late Tim Ellis once told me something years ago that keeps coming back to my mind lately. Opinions are like toothbrushes. Everyone has one, but that doesn't mean you go sharing it with everyone. I laughed when I first heard it. It was funny. It's true. But the older I get, the more profound those words feel. Because it seems like today all we do is get loud. Everywhere you look, someone is raising their voice, posting their thoughts, recording their hot takes. We've built a culture where the loudest person often gets the most attention. And if you're quiet, well, if you choose not to add to the noise, it can feel like you're invisible. But here's the thing. Lately, I've started to crave the opposite. I want the quiet, the simple. The space between the headlines and the arguments. I'm realizing that my best moments aren't when I'm producing content or sharing my own opinions. They're found in the soft edges of the day. Those small, almost invisible places. Like when I'm putting my daughter down for a nap. There's a hush that falls over the whole house when she finally gets to sleep. Her breathing slows down, and I can feel her heartbeat against my chest. That stillness, it does something to me. It's grounding. It reminds me of what truly matters, and it asks nothing in return. It's the same kind of quiet I feel like when I'm sitting around a fire pit with a close friend. The night air cools, the wood pops and crackles, and our conversations drift, not rushed, not recorded, not performed. It's real. No one's trying to impress or convince anybody. It's just two people sharing a piece of time. Or when I go for a walk with my dog Denali, there's something about that sound of walking and the rhythm and the steps that settle me. The world slows down and there's no need for words, just simple companionship of a creature who is always present. I'll be honest. I've even started to question whether I should keep doing this podcast. When the world already feels full of noise, does it really need one more voice? Maybe. Maybe not. That question lingers in the back of my mind more than I expected it to. But maybe that wondering is part of the point. Maybe it's not about quitting. It's not about shifting. It's about choosing to speak when there's actually something to say, and then letting the silence do the heavy lifting the rest of the time. Because when everyone seems to be determined to fill every ounce of their schedule, I find myself wanting less. Less rush, less noise, less proving, and more breathing. I think solitude has a way of stripping away the performance. It reminds us of who we are when no one's watching, when no one's waiting for us to post or record or have an opinion. It helps us find the kind of confidence that doesn't need applause to feel real. Author Katrina Kennison once wrote, "Solitude is the soul's holiday, an opportunity to stop doing for others and to surprise and delight ourselves instead." And maybe that's what this season is all about, taking that holiday. Leaning into the quiet and trusting that in the stillness, maybe we can find a little bit more of ourselves. Thanks for listening, folks. That's been another 5-Minute Friday.